Is Forex Drip Network's biggest asset or biggest liability? The answer is yes. Oh. Well, folks, here we are, and I'm sort of at a loss. I get there are some people that have completely lost hope. By all means, if you're one of them and you want to leave a comment about Drip being the worst and a scam, I'm not going to even challenge you. At this point, I totally get it. So by all means, light up the comment section. Same thing for Twitter. I can't, I'm not even going to try and come back or argue or anything. I'm just going to let stuff be because a little bit at a loss. And so what got me to thinking, is this question: is Forex the biggest asset or the biggest liability to Drip Network? And the answer, like I said, is yes, it's both. He is the biggest asset. The stuff that he thinks of, the way that he has created this, the fact that Drip has been up and running for a year and a half, no flaws, no pauses, no nothing. People that have been with Forex for years have made tons of money off this man. He's genius when it comes to all this stuff. No one can do it like Forex, right? Like no one can do it in terms of the way that he has created this, developed it, thought of it, got the developers involved to execute. He is the biggest asset. And as we are really witnessing, he is the biggest liability. And it's kind of mind blowing. Like I'm chatting with some other YouTubers, and we're trying to think of like, what is going on with this guy, and how can we as content creators come out with something where it's not to be perceived as just a straight FUD video. FUD is already there. I mean, it's thick right now. I don't think anyone needs to necessarily come out with anything that would enhance it. It's there. We're just thinking like, so what is then the best kind of content to come out with? And what is going on with Forex? What is it? A personality disorder? Is it, the narcissism? Is it a spectrum disorder? I mean, because I meant all those great things that I just said about him in terms of being the best asset. I am appalled with how this whole launch has gone. I was appalled every time I've heard him blame a developer that's on his team for a delay or for an issue. That's not being a leader. In sports, I have yet to see a head coach blame the assistant coaches for a loss. Buck stops with the man at the top. I'm appalled with the fact that he hasn't once, just said, hey guys, sorry. I know everyone was anticipating this. He doesn't have to say that, but I think that's the right thing to do. And I'm kind of appalled that he hasn't even done that. So I don't know if there's something, I think not firing normally. Actually, we've always known that there's something not firing normally with the guy because he's so genius in what he comes up with. But that's left just this huge gap, this big void in his ability in terms of how he relates socially. Whenever this thing does get launched, I mean, I do anticipate, we will look back on this and laugh. I do worry that if he doesn't deliver on November 1st, or if he comes out with an announcement in the next few days talking about the release not happening till December 1st. I mean, if something like that happens, I don't know what kind of domino chain reaction that could create amongst everybody. It's like, come on, Forex, give me something, man. Like I've been taking buckshots to the head for the past year. Don't leave me standing here with my dick in the wind. You know what I mean? Like, let's get this going. Jesus. On a more positive note, some of you, do you guys have, and I'll leave a link down in the description for this on Telegram. It's Drip Big Buy Alert. And it basically is tracking just some of the big buys, pretty much anything, I think over 1,000 drip or maybe above 5,000 in USD. You get, an alert in Telegram showing it. So this one was a little bit ago, someone bought almost 1,800 in drip, right? So almost 10,000 in drip. Here we got another one, almost 10,000. There's some big buys that come in. This is, 27,000. This one, another 27,000. you know, 6,000. I mean, there's some pretty big buys that come in here. I basically think, because I was looking back at some of the prices, anything over 5,000, you get an alert, you know. And I mean, I've seen, you know, $30,000, $40,000 buys. So I mean, there still is big money coming into Drip. This is like the one thing on Telegram I have where I actually allow it to give me a notification sent to my phone. So definitely check that out. But, you know, I mean, listen, this is, we're kind of all in this. I don't think I think people definitely, you know, you need to start doing whatever you need to do. The way that I had everything timelined out in terms of when I needed to start pulling just a little bit from from the faucet, you know, it was this month, right? So I have sold a little bit, but that's only just because there's certain things and certain bills and stuff that I'm using this for that I put off for a lot longer than I anticipated, because I thought we would be in a different situation. But because this Animal Farm launch has taken forever, I just have to go ahead and start doing it now. I'm talking about very little, like $800 this month in Drip. Two different cells. Okay, and that's it. I'm just gonna keep compounding, but I got to be able to take out like 800 to 1,000 each month moving forward for a little bit. Another thing though, where I am looking at in terms of pulling profits, you guys have heard me talk about Furio. You know, here we are. I'm at about 1620. That's my balance. I mean, this thing, I've looked it up, like with a balance here and getting this 2.5%, I think the max payout I will reach in, I think, like February. And that's if I don't add anything to it, you know. So your ability to reach max payout is just, I mean, it's just that much faster. So if you want to join Beach Office 365, I will leave my link in the description below. Shout out to the new guy who just joined. I think I had 25 last time I checked. I'm going to be doing an airdrop. Let's do one right now, because this protocol is so easy to do airdrops. Okay, we're going to do 20 Fur tokens, and you got to have a minimum balance of 15. So if you have 15 or more, you're going to get some of this fur that's coming in. Lock that, confirm. Boom, there we go. And remember, you know, this is the chart. This is the Furio chart. Looks kind of funky, doesn't it? But remember, that's because they have the LMS system in place. So this is pretty cool. This is the price it will stay in, you know, as long as they have the LMS in place, and their intention is to have it always in place. So you don't have to worry about not getting in at a good price point, because it's not going to change. You know, it's been vacillating between like $5.45, and now we're at $5.54. Sideways is a wonderful way when you're getting 2.5% a day to be able to make great money on, when you don't have to worry about the price, you know, I mean, moving all over the place. All right, guys, that's it. Hang in there. We're all in this together. You're going down in the ship. I'm going down with you. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we will be rewarded for putting up with this, because we're putting up with a lot. I mean, so like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.